without further ado, let us say hello to the killer gorilla himself, Mr. Jared Cannonier. What's up, Jared? How are you?
I'm doing good, Ari. How you been, man?
I'm doing really well. Congratulations on getting the title fight finally. When did you find out that this was official?
Well, I signed the contract. I signed the contract last Saturday.
Okay.
So I knew, and I got the offer. I think maybe a week or two prior to that. So I knew, my coaches knew, my team knew. It became really official when I signed the contract. That's only when it's official for me, when I sign contract and put my name and put my mark on a piece of paper. So
right. And by the way, the 1 week between finding out about it and signing it, any particular reason why a week went by?
I think they were waiting to announce it at the pay-per-view for the pay-per-view this last Saturday.
Okay, yeah. That was it. When you got the offer after all this time in the sport, and are you going to get it? You're not going to get it? All that stuff. Like when you got the offer, when you signed it, when it became a reality, what did that feel like?
Much like any other contract,
really?
To be honest.
This is a title fight.
Yes, it's a title fight, and it's a fight against, arguably the best striker, the best, all that stuff. But I don't want to, put all extra weight on this thing. I approach a fight. I think the way I approach a fight is good enough to fight somebody. You know what I'm saying? So to fight to the best of my ability, I don't really need all the extra pressure. It's all good. Don't get me wrong. I am elated. I am excited to be in this position, but I don't want to waste extra energy on being excited. I want to waste energy on getting prepared physically and mentally. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm sort of like in what they call it, warrior mode, if you will.
I get it. Can I ask, was there any doubt in your mind, like after your last win and after he wins, all in the span of, a couple of months, or not even, no, same card, sorry. But like since then, it's been a couple of months.
Yeah.
Any doubt in your mind that it wasn't going to go to you, that they were going to go in a different direction?
I wouldn't say so. There's always the possibility, but given the climate of the division, there's nobody. Like I said in the octagon, there's nobody else. So there was a few news articles trying to name this person or that person, but it just didn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Not at the current time. I make sense. I put in the work. Nobody else put in the work. I did that. So thankfully the UFC operates according to merit. You know what I'm saying? You do good, you get rewarded for it. So
sure, sometimes.
I did my job. You know what I'm saying? So I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
By the way, you have any kind of relationship with Izzy?
Not personally, you know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of him. I like his style. I learn from watching him fight, you know what I'm saying? I learn from watching everybody fight, So we just have a few things in common. He's a striker, I'm a striker, he's black, I'm black,
Oh, that's good. I missed that one.
Yeah. I think a lot of people, I don't know. Anyway, but for me, when I'm watching the sport, especially the sport that I compete in, when I'm watching other individuals compete doing the same thing that I'm doing, I'm trying to learn as much as I can. So I don't have to make the mistakes that these other fighters are making. And two, so I can try to upgrade myself, not necessarily copy what I see other people doing, but pick up techniques, learn how to do techniques a different way, a better way, if possible. So for me, it's all about, improving myself. And when I see guys who are really good at what they do, shit, man, I'm watching.
Right.
I'm trying to learn as much as I can.
But when you were in Houston with him,
I'm trying to experience as much as I can, so.
In Houston, did you guys talk at all? Did you run into each other?
Yeah, I saw him at weigh-ins. I think I saw him in the hallway before that, but I think he was doing something. He was on his way somewhere and I was on my way somewhere. So we didn't sit and chat or anything. But But we saw each other at weigh-ins, and I can't remember exactly what he said. I'm really bad at recall, but he said something along the lines, "Good, get in there, handle your business, handle them, so we can, so we can fight." Essentially, I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
So, that's what I'm there to do anyway. So I did that, and he's a man of, like I said before in other interviews. You know what I'm saying? He's a man of his word. He signed on the dotted line himself. So it's all good in the hood.
Yeah. He's actually been like kind of championing your cause over the years and campaigning for you to get in there and wanting to test himself against you. So I'm sure that, there's a level of respect there that I'm sure you can appreciate. Overall, like his last fight on the same card as you, so you got a good look at him. You say that you're a fan of his. Safe to assume this will be the toughest fight of your career? Is that the way you view it?
It's a safe assumption to make, but what movie was that from? Under Siege 2, I think the bad guy said assumption is the mother of all fuck-ups.
Okay.
So I'm not really going to assume anything. Like I said before, I want to make it easy Adesanya. That's what I want. I ain't trying to go in there and have no war with this man where he goes in and kicks me into pieces and touches me up, dances around on me, and you know what I'm saying? And has the best night of his life again. Hell no. I'm trying to have the best night of my life, So it would be nice to do it without him sustaining, 5 rounds of damage, because I do plan on doing damage, and I'm getting really good at doing damage, especially on people who, especially on people.
What were you going to say?
I don't want to give away my game plan or anything like that, what I plan on doing, what I'm expecting to see in this fight. So I don't want to say too much. So I'm going to back away from that.
All right, fair enough.
But I will say that I'm putting my mind to the task. I'm seeing things. I'm playing with different concepts and formulas, upgrading old concepts, upgrading old formulas, reinventing myself, becoming a better version of myself, preparing myself for arguably assumably the best, hardest fight of my career.
I appreciate the fact that you don't want to give away too much. That wouldn't be smart. He is a very unique guy, unique striking style, very dynamic on his feet. Are you bringing in anyone to mimic him in the next couple months?
I've been asked a few times by a couple of my coaches, Crouch, a few of my striking coaches, and it's a good idea. I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm down. But I'm not saying, hey, we need to bring in somebody to throw this and do that. I feel like we have everything. I feel like I have everything I need at the MMA lab in Phoenix, Arizona, to prepare me for this fight. Yes, it would be better if I could find someone 6 foot tall with an 80-inch reach who's really good at kickboxing and all that good stuff. Absolutely. But I don't know, man. I'm confident in my skills. I'm confident in my ability to go in there and do to him what I've done to any and everybody who steps in front of me. The fight will go how the fight goes. I'm doing my best to make it go in my favor. He's doing his best to make it go in his favor. And in turn, I'm doing my best to turn all that around. Everything he does is I want it to be null and void. I want him to feel hopeless, like all my techniques are not working. My techniques are exposing me. I can't do anything, coach. What should I do? It's going to be, that's what I want. The commentary, I want everybody seeing like, what's going on here? And of course, they're going to be, their attention is going to be on him, but eventually people will start seeing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? How I'm doing it.
You were at the fight on Saturday, and there's this clip that has gone viral. Have you seen this clip of you at the fight?
I've seen it.
You're at the fight. Here it is.
I was there.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if you knew that it went viral. It's from Funkmaster, Aljamain Sterling. He's going crazy. He's lit. It seems like Molly McCann is on fire over there. Patty's having a great time. And you're just sitting there, arms crossed, like looking like you'd rather be anywhere else in the world. Can you tell us what is going on in your mind as that moment is playing out?
Well, we were in, I believe it was a fight intermission. I can't remember what fight we were in between. But I'm waiting. I'm there to watch the fights. I'm there to watch the circus, not be a part of the circus. No offense to anybody involved. I respect each and every one of my cohorts. I'm doing me, man. They're doing them, and that's me. I'm staying in my zone. I'm staying in my energy. I'm protecting my energy. I really don't like being surrounded by a lot of people who I don't know, who I'm not familiar with, who I don't trust. I guess it's a stigma I picked up from the Army. I don't like being around a lot of people.
Okay.
But yeah, that's just me. It's not like I'm antisocial. It's not like I was sitting there grouchy, grumpy, people making that assumption. I had a neutral look on my face, I noticed the camera was right there. People see the camera and they start acting all kinds of ways, with that artificial eye watching them, people act all kinds of ways. I'm not really, like I said, I'm not there to be a part of the circus. I'm there to watch. I was there to watch some fights. I'm there to learn, be right there. I was right there, front line and center, right there. I was able to project myself very easily into these fights. I was tensing up and moving, and I was watching fights. So that's what I was doing. Everybody else was having a good time, which is fine because I was too. But that's me, man. I'm not a big party animal or anything like that. I'm certainly not drinking at this point in time, especially not drinking beer or hard liquor. But
were you annoyed?
I don't know.
Were you like, man, no. Can these guys get away from me here?
No, they were rowdy, man. Especially Molly, man.
Yeah,
she's cool. They're all cool. I have no qualms with any of them.
All right, cool.
What I'm saying? But they was doing them. And I can't hate on them. I ain't finna sit here and judge nobody based off doing what they do, based off of their upbringing and experiences. Shit, they have every right to do what they want to do, as long as they ain't hurting nobody or impede nobody else from doing what they do. They can do whatever the hell they want to do. But Molly, she was getting a little ratty. Every time I look up at the screen, I kept seeing her drink hovering above our heads and stuff. And yeah, man, me and my wife, we got a little bit of beer on the back of us, but no biggie. It's all good. They didn't pour like a whole. They didn't douse us. So I guess we got spritzed a little bit every now and then.
Oh my!
But no biggie. You know what I'm saying?
You sitting there with your arms crossed was just like a funny, visual compared to how they were. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, my wife had gotten up and left. And I was just sitting there, and then, the camera came, and people started acting like they were acting for the camera, and I was like, "Shit, this is my zone right here." So,
I feel you. By the way, I saw another clip.
When the king is amongst his commoners, you don't,
Respect.
There's a distinction.
I feel you. That video on your Instagram of you doing the thing around the thing here, you got we're showing right now, there's like a big bowl and you've got like a stick. Oh. What are you getting from that? What is that doing for you when you're doing that?
Well, I could explain it to everybody, but please. I would rather tell people to go out and look it up for themselves. There's a lot of different uses for. It's just energy work, essentially. Everything is energy, vibrations, vibrations of air molecules, things like that is energy. Crystals are energy, and it's just energy work. I don't really want to go into it too much, but I talk about this shit every time, and people are like, I love it. That's and he's worshiping crystals.
All right.
But
I think it's great.
It's all good, It's my thing. It's all good. I dabble in a bunch of different things. I'm not really too into anything in particular, and I try to stay away from a lot of different things because a lot of it has been taken and spoiled and corrupted and used in other different ways. So I'm not like some new age guru or anything like that. I'm just finding different ways to make this experience that we call life better. Respect. So I found that using crystals, helping helping myself to harness my mental energies, and all those other things, changing my perspective to what I want it to be. Whether people think is right or wrong, it doesn't matter because they're not the ones having this experience. I am. So I'm just here doing me. That's basically it.
I think a lot of people after the Jan Blachowicz fight say the key to beating Izzy is wrestling, taking him down. Obviously, a lot easier said than done. But I feel like that's not your game. Who, in your opinion, has been able to, at least at 185, been able to show his weaknesses in the striking department? Do you think anyone thus far has been able to show what you are going to try to expose on July 2nd in the striking department?
I wouldn't. No, I think everybody presents the problem, presents their issues, brings to the table their skills and techniques. And Izzy's done a good job at calculating on the fly, making his adjustments as needed, and implementing his game plan. So I wouldn't say that's basically, I wouldn't say we've seen people expose his weaknesses, if there are any, in the striking. I think his weaknesses are anybody else's weaknesses, as far as I'm concerned, as long as you know how to expose them. Mm-hmm. So the key is being consistent. The key is being precise. The key is being calculated. So that's what I plan on being, in July. I plan on being precise. I plan on being consistent in everything I'm doing. I plan on being, what was the other word I said? Calculated?
Yeah.
Calculated in my approach and breaking him down and doing what I do, which is doing damage and ending the fight as fast as possible with taking as least damage as possible, making it as easy as possible. I want a flawless victory and a fatality.
Damn. You want, not a literal fatality, right?
Not a literal fatality.
Okay,
it's a video game, but right. you guys know what I mean.
Yeah,
I ain't trying to kill the man.
No.
I don't want to maim him or anything, but I don't want to, that's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
I will if I have to. I mean, if he gives me a limb and that's the means of finishing, I'm going to take it. So that's what we train to do. He's going to do the exact same thing, or he's going to try to at least. But, I'm ready for whatever. I know he's going to bring his A++ game, and the world hasn't even seen my A+ game, to be honest. So that's what I plan on bringing, that plus more and whatever's needed to get the job done.
Man, and I like that the middleweight division is in focus on this card. You've got Alex Pereira and Sean Strickland, Rockhold and Costa, you and Izzy. Fun matchups on there.
Absolutely, yeah. What was the other one? You said Rockhold and Costa?
Rockhold and Costa, yeah. Paulo Costa.
Oh, there's really showcasing the middleweights in this one.
I like it. You see this Alex Pereira guy? Yeah. He's the one who beat Izzy twice. Have you seen those fights?
I think I've seen the highlight of one of them. But
can you even watch those and learn anything, or a different sport? No comparison.
No, you can absolutely watch fights. People have a signature. It's like their signature. It's a signature. People have a signature in fighting. Those who are able to alter their signature to where it's, what's the word? You guys know what I'm trying to say.
All right.
That looks completely different.
Yeah.
That looks completely different from the original. Then you may have yourself some sort of genius on your hands. So,
have you allowed yourself to even think about what it will feel like? July 2nd, you win, the belt gets wrapped around your waist. Do you allow your mind to go there?
Oh yeah, that's all a part of visualizations, man. I'm ranking in the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
I visualize all the time.
What do you feel?
How does it feel?
Yeah.
It feels good, but I don't want it to overwhelm me.
Got it.
Because I know that there are bigger things afoot. There are bigger things that go on. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be fun. It's going to be great. no matter what happens, it's going to be fun. It's going to be great. I'm going to have fun, you know, and I'm going to do great. So when I visualize it, I mean, it is what it is. I can't wait to, you know, take the belt off my waist and hike it up high in the sky.
Yeah.
You know, put it on my wife's shoulders, you know, because she's a big part in this as well. You know, my family's going to be in there with us. So I let my kids get to see the fruits of my labor. Again, no matter what happens, because I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna have fun. And here they are right here. But yeah, but again, you know, that's in the future. Being in the present, you know, I'm in this position now. I have this fight on the way, and I'm doing everything to prepare for it. I feel great. I feel stronger than ever. I'm faster. My cardio is better than ever. I'm ready for 5 rounds. I'm doing 5 rounds already, even though they're not, you know, fight simulated 5 rounds, but our sparring rounds are hard, and I'm doing 5, 6, and 7 rounds in a row, focusing on recovery, focusing on really pushing, you know what I'm saying, not making mistakes, being the killer gorilla, you know? So I'm ready. And now I got 7 more weeks to prepare, 7.5 more weeks to prepare. So it's going down. I'm ready to go.
Very happy that you're getting this opportunity. Long overdue, well-deserved. Good luck to you in these 7.5 weeks, Jared. Appreciate the time, and very much looking forward to this fight on July 2nd.
Thank you, Aaron. Oh, and big shout out to my sponsors.
Yes.
Thrival, Bill, Cam, and Nick. They were just here this past weekend visiting, doing some, you know, working with those guys and stuff. So I want to shout out Thrival, Muscle Recovery. The Thrival release board is one of the best pieces of equipment I've had. You know what I'm saying? I can't get a massage chair to my house every day. I wish I could have one before and right after workouts. But the Thrival release board is a good stand-in for someone to hit up all the different muscles in my back, the back of my rear deltoid. I can't really reach and massage my rear deltoid. Everybody, fighters know, especially boxers and punchers know that muscle gets real sore back there. Using that Thrival, spacing those things apart, lying down on it for a couple of minutes, moving around, is really helping me out a lot. So that thing is going to have my body primed and ready to do some damage in July. Also, I want to shout out Crystal Council for hooking me up with the nice crystals. I always hook me up with some good crystals. Again, energy, you know what I'm saying? I'm channeling energy. I'm harnessing energy. And it feels good. So tune in.
Can't wait. Thanks, Jared. Good luck to you.
All right. Peace out.